Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I brought you an interesting topic about voice fallback plan in Vapi. So in rare cases, it can occur that your voice provider is down, and it can cause confusion and misleading in your customers, and often can the voice agent considered as a scam because it doesn't interact with any kind of voice input from the caller. In order to avoid that, there is a fallback plan in Vapi, but it doesn't work out of the box. I mean, it is not available on the dashboard, so you cannot set it with a check mark or something like that. In order to do that, you have to go to the API documentation and patch the assistant. I quickly show you a demo. How can you do that? It may sound a little bit technical, but it's not that complicated. So first of all, choose your assistant which you want to patch. In that case, it will be the Smart Clinic. You can see that for the voice, I chose 11 Labs and the voice BERT. Secondly, you will need an API key. You can find under organization settings and API keys. And only for this video, I created an API key which is needed for the API call. We have to reach documentation. You can have it here, docs and support, and check out our docs. Here you can have the general overview about the documentation itself and the API references. Choose the API references, and we have a list of endpoints which we can call. We will use two endpoint, the get assistant, to check whether the update took place, and update the patch endpoint. So for the get assistant, we can try it on the fly. You need the API key, as I previously mentioned. So under the OR settings, under API keys, we copy the ID. You do not have to type in the bearer. And we also need a required parameter is the ID of the agent itself. So you can fetch it from the assistant overview. Simply click on copy and you can paste it here. After that, if you send a request, you will get the basic information back from the assistant that you chose, and you can see that there is no fallback plan in place, only the voice are available, BERT and the 11 Labs. Now we are going to update this with the fallback plan. So again, we copy the API key. We are authenticated now, and we are going to copy the assistant ID. And now in the body parameters, we can define several things. What we are going to need is under the voice object. And under the voice object, you have the possibility to choose the fallback plan. Yes. We choose here the first voice. We are going to choose BERT, as it is previously already set in our assistant. And in the fallback plan, I will choose, I choose Azure and let us say Andrew. Now if I click on the send request, it will update accordingly with this fallback plan. As you can see, it is already written in the curl that it will set the fallback plan with the Azure provider and Andrew as the voice. So if I click on send request, then you can see that the fallback plan has been set to Azure and Andrew. And if I click on the get assistant, so currently that was the previous state. And if I click on get assistant, I can see that a fallback plan is initiated, and we have the have this provider and this voice set as a fallback plan. So in that case, there is a maintenance in your voice provider. It advised to set fallback plan to make your voice agent more resilient to changes, and also it makes your customer more satisfied. Thank you.